Hello! Do you want to travel back in time? Look at paintings by artists that capture the essence of historical moments.
5 paintings that tell more about the past than history books. Welcome to today's class. Today we are going to look at 5 paintings that reflect the past. We will briefly learn the history of these paintings. We will learn the customs of the past and, of course, plunge into the historical events.
So, painting that depicts important event of the past is called historical. A striking example of such a painting is the famous painting by Karl Breuer, The Last Day of Pompeii.
Many of you remember this painting from school. Before the advent of cinematography, pictures went to watch like a frozen movie. Brewer's work created just such a cinematic effect, theatrical lighting, a lot of heroes. The drama seems to come to life in front of the audience. Picture talks about the eruption of Vesuvius in 79 AD. It destroyed 3 cities. To Paris for freedom. Liberty leading the people is an iconic work and one of the jewels in the Louvre collection. The canvas is dedicated to the revolution that ended the restoration of Bourbon power. Look at the people who follow the main character. There are representatives of different ages and classes. The artist shows that the struggle for a common goal united everyone, regardless of gender, age, and social status. Tulip madness. Nowadays, tulips are one of the symbols of the Netherlands. They were brought into the country only in the middle of the 16th century. It got to the point that, having sold a few rare bulbs, the merchant would save up for a house in Amsterdam. Until Death Do Us Part. The painting with the characteristic title Until Death Do Us Part seems to depict an ordinary wedding, and its title is the oath of the newlyweds. But once you look at the difference in the age of their spouses and the faces of the guests, it becomes clear that this is a marriage of convenience.
So, in the past, this was widespread. As a rule, the bride's parents chose a wealthy husband for her, and often it turned out to be an elderly man who had managed to accumulate capital.
They abandoned. In this emotional picture, everything is even worse than it seems at first glance. A crying woman with a child sits on the ground near a wooden gate. She is a single mother, which in the 19th century was considered a great shame. Parents drove such girls out of the house, forcing them to move and wander the streets.
Well, the plot of the picture tells about the plight of women and shows the harsh orders of that time.
Thank you very much for a lovely session.